Hey everyone. So today we'll look at the Sun Salutations, just like we did some classes ago, however many ago that was. Uh, and this time we'll look at two elements. One is the breathing. So all we do for breathing is slow, deep breathing through the nose. Eventually we get to the point where we do like it's not specifically Ujjayi breathing, but it's like an Ujjayi light where you actually have that sort of ocean sounding, inhaling and exhaling fully and completely all through the nose. If you're like, I don't know what that is, just slow, deep breathing through the nose is perfectly fine. The second element I want to talk about today is the flow of Sun Salutations. One of the reasons I love them so much is that you can kind of forget about the world when you're flowing, and it's like a dance a little bit. It's just, you inhale up, exhale down, and it's very rhythmical and almost hypnotic in a way, in a really good way, which is what we're supposed to do. And when I say hypnotic, I mean like meditative. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? So meditative. Why was that so challenging for me just now? We'll start with Sun Sal A, or no, let's start with classical. And we'll warm up with 1 or 2 rounds of classical, and then we'll add the breathing and make it fluid. So usually when I do classical Sun Salutations, it's close to the beginning of class when we're not warmed up yet. So I like to kind of hold in some of the spaces that stretch a little more, move nice and slow, a little bit slower in some areas, a little bit quicker in other areas. But that's what I do for warm up. Once we're a bit warmer, then we can flow a little bit easier and get that breathing going. Okay, so let's start. Let's start actually with our centering. Let's do even though we're kind of breaking down and focusing on Sun Salutations, yeah, let's do it. Let's center. We'll do like a proper centering at the beginning and proper Shavasana at the end, because it's still a class and it's still going to flow. And then it'll flow much nicer once we're centered. Just watch. Actually, before you get into your centering posture, just take a moment to figure out, how are you feeling? Are you feeling frazzled? Are you feeling calm? Are you feeling alert? Are you feeling sleepy? Just take note. How am I feeling? And then we'll see how we feel after centering, just for fun, okay? So heading into your centering posture, maybe Balasana, child's pose, or maybe it's something different. And once you're in, closing the eyes. And especially on every exhale, allow yourself to feel just a little bit more grounded. Then we'll take a moment to set an intention for our practice today. My intention is to allow things to flow smoother, both on and off the mat. That's a really nice intention. Yours might be different, and that is okay. There's so many benefits to yoga. Picking one of them that resonates with you. I'm holding on to that thought for a moment. From here, take 3 slow, deep breaths through the nose. Nice, full, expansive breaths, both in and out. Taking all the time you need to finish all three. And when you're ready, making your way all the way up and back to a downward facing dog. Maybe walking it out a little bit. And send the feet forward all the way to the top, landing in a forward fold. And then slowly ragdoll, one vertebra at a time, all the way up to standing. If you feel lightheaded, one palm to the forehead. And just take a moment to check in. How are you feeling now? I always feel more zen after I center. So I wouldn't necessarily say sleepy. I'm still alert, but definitely more zen, which is really cool. Okay, so let's warm up with a few classical sun salutations, or one or two rounds. We'll see how it goes. Standing up at the top in a strong Tadasana mountain pose. Here we go. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, right foot steps back. Back knee lowers down, untucking the toes, arms sweep up. The first one I like to hang out here just a little bit longer. Eventually we'll flow so that we're not in this pose any longer than any other pose. Heading down through lunge, tucking those back toes under, stepping it back to Palakasana plank pose. Preparing for our Ashtanga Pranam. Knees, chest, chin. Nice arch in the back. Scooping through. Little baby cobra, so strength, strong back. Pointing the toes, squeezing the glutes. And release. Heading up and back to downward facing dog. We're not here long except for that first one. It's nice to maybe walk it out again. But traditionally, for classical, we're not here longer than any other pose. And then we'll step the right foot forward. Back knee lowers down, untuck those toes. Same thing again. Couple deep breaths here. Heading down through lunge. This time back foot steps forward, all the way into flat back. On the exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. Exhaling to a tall mountain, repeating on the other side. So the left foot will step back and forward. Arms go up on the inhale. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down. Step the left foot back and gently lower the knee. Untuck the toes. We inhale to come up. And then we'll head down through lunge. Tuck the back toes under and send the front foot back to plank. Knees, chest, chin. And scooping through. Inhale for little cobra. And release. Pressing up and back to downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Back knee lowers down, untucking those toes. We come up. And then we head down through lunge. Back foot steps forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. And exhale to mountain. Okay, so now we'll add the breathing. It's, for the most part, we inhale on upward movements and we exhale on downward movements. So let's give that a try. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I want to keep this video nice and short. But here we go. I'll talk the breathing while we do this. And then in future videos, try to add that breathing in. It's kind of cool. Here we go. We inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, same exhale, right foot steps back, lowering the back knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to lunge. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, back knee lowers down, coming all the way up. Same inhale, same inhale. Exhale to lunge. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to mountain. Other side. We'll just keep going. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, this is a big one. Left foot steps forward, back knee lowers down, sweeping the arms up. Same inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, feet together all the way to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain. From here, we'll move on to Sun Salutation A. Remember, you can re-watch this video too, especially if you do have a more advanced practice. This video, I think, will be approximately 45 minutes. If you're looking for like a 90-minute practice, just do it again, okay? So let's head into Sun Salutation A. Standing up nice and tall. Here we go. We inhale, arms go up. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, down. Same exhale, plank. Remember your options for knees. Same exhale, we lower chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're 5 deep breaths there. For 1. 2. 3. 4, and 5. Inhale, send the feet forward all the way into flat back. So same inhale, same inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain. We'll pause there just for a second and talk about that. That one actually feels like it flows a lot nicer than classical and Sun Salutation B. Actually, the Sun Salutation A is the best place to really get the breathing synchronized. So let's do that one a few more times. The only thing to remember is most of the upward movements are inhales and downward movements are exhales. Okay, here we go. Standing up at the top, heels and toes together, nice tall mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, down, same exhale, plank, same exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. And exhale to a tall mountain. Let's go again, right away into the next one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, same exhale, plank, same exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, wide open shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high, getting taller, and exhale to a tall mountain. And we're done for Sun Salutation A. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments and we'll answer them for you. In the meantime, we'll move on to Sun Salutation B, which is very similar with the breathing. Although the difference is when we add that warrior 1, it's something else. The reason why it's, let's call it challenging. On a good day, I'd call it fun, right? Because everyone loves a good challenge. That's my goal. Challenge accepted, right? The reason why it's challenging is because it, when you bring your one foot forward and come on up, we need to get all the way into warrior one in one inhale. So in half a breath. For most of us, we need to like help that foot forward and then slowly come up. We sort of piecemeal it. Even when I talk them through, I'll say right foot steps forward, back heel spins down, come on up. That's 3 movements. But traditionally, you'd actually plant the back foot first, then send the foot forward, come all the way up in one motion. I don't want to get into too much detail. I have another course that talks into detail about whether to put the back heel down first or spin it down after. But basically, the former, or the planting the back foot first, makes it harder to get that foot forward because most of us use momentum. So this is where the 3-legged down dog comes in. In Sun Salutations, that's not a thing. I like to add 3-legged down dog in class because it's an extra opportunity to strengthen the glute of the leg that's up behind you and lengthen the supporting leg. It's like, why not add bonus? The problem, or sure it's called a problem, I can't seem to find a synonym, but when you do that 3-legged down dog, you're more likely to use momentum to get that foot forward. When if you're just from down dog and you have to step the foot forward, you don't have momentum. What you need then is flexibility in your hip to get the knee up in order to not stub your toe on the floor, and the strength to pick it up and bring it forward. If you don't have the strength and mobility, then we rely on momentum, in which case you kind of knock the air out of your lungs, which makes it challenging to do that whole step with the breathing. If you're like, you lost me like 4 minutes ago, let's just try it and it'll all become crystal clear. Okay, so let's give this a go. Feet together, standing tall. And if you're like, well, I screwed it up afterwards, it's fine. It's just yoga. There's no yoga police coming to be like, you didn't breathe with the proper, you're fine. Let's just have fun with it. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, heels and toes together. We start with Utkatasana, powerful pose, or chair pose. We bend the knees deeply and draw the arms back, 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 back. This is an inhale. We exhale, forward fold. This part's the same. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down. Same exhale plank, same exhale lower. Inhale up. And exhale. Try not to worm up, but keep the back straight as you exhale, 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 downward facing dog. Here we go. So right foot steps forward behind the right wrist, back heel spins down. Try to make it one movement. Fluid, fluid, fluid. This is all an inhale. Then we exhale back to lunge. Same exhale, plank. Same exhale, we lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull the belly in strong to not worm up. Same exhale, downward dog. Other side. So one smooth motion, like you're moving in slow-mo to warrior one. Then we exhale all the way down, like one motion. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose for 5 deep breaths. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send the feet forward all the way to the top. Inhaling for flat back. And exhale forward fold. Heels and toes together. Bend the knees, sweep the arms, drawing them back, 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 back. And standing tall. Okay. I don't even know if I have anything else to say about that. The only thing would be, can you notice already how it's actually challenging to make it one fluid motion? Right foot steps forward, back heel spins down, we come on up. So it's not, it's like it all kind of happens at once. So instead of thinking point A to point B to point C, and C to D, no, A to B, B to C, yeah, right? It's from down dog to here, this is B. So it doesn't have to be this movement completes, then this movement completes, then this movement comes up. It's all together. It is important to, it's the same thing when you're moving back down again. So when you're going down through lunge, plank, lower chaturanga, that's also one movement, with the exception of oftentimes what people will do is head down through lunge and not hit plank first and kind of lower three-legged. That's not a thing traditionally. That's a westernized movement that makes it more challenging, which can be fun. Once in a while, I might do a three-legged chaturanga in class, but it's important that I let you know it's not a traditional yoga move. That's something that's been westernized, and there is a danger of creating pelvic instability. And in yoga, we want to create stability. So it's like it's kind of opposite to what we're trying to do. If you're looking for more arm, upper body strength, there's so many other poses that you can do rather than altering an existing pose. So I do always recommend, unless, like I say, you're doing like a variation because you're doing it not very often, but just once in a while, just for something fun. On your own time, that's fine. But traditionally, I'm trying to bring things back to tradition. We want to hit chaturanga first. Get both feet at the same time, and then lower, okay? So to recap, we're up in warrior one. We hit here. Make sure that foot hits here, and then we lower together, okay? Actually, traditionally, we do a float back, which we'll learn in a soon later video. But right now, be sure both feet are solid and we lower so that we have maximum stability of the pelvis and the upper body. Okay, so let's just give that a go. Let's do like just a few in a row and see if we can get that breathing down. If you need to take an extra sip of air, that's not a problem. The only thing to know is breathe through the nose only. If you find that you just need more oxygen, so you have to breathe through your mouth, that means you're doing too much. It's better to take rest, skip something, than to mouth breathe. There's reasons. There's like 3 different reasons why we nose breathe only in yoga. I don't have time to explain that now because we're doing this thing right now. But I'm trying to think what video I do talk about that in. I talk about that at some point. Yoga Foundations, I think. I talk about all the reasons why we only nose breathe. I'm sure I'll talk about it again. But for now, let's do like 3 rounds of Sun Salutations. Okay? But if you do need to take an extra breath in there, that's fine. Okay? So don't turn purple, right? We're working towards things. Okay? So heels and toes together. Standing up tall. We start with Utkatasana. Bending deeply, we sweep the arms. We inhale here. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, same exhale plank, same exhale we lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, belly scoops in, a press up and back, same exhale, down dog. We inhale, warrior one. right? All one movement. We exhale, down, plank, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog, other side. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold, heels and toes together. Inhale, bending deeply, Utkatasana. Exhale, standing tall, right away to the next one. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, same exhale plank, same exhale lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog, right side, warrior one. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Other side. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale the feet all the way forward into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Feet together. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to mountain. Once more, you could rest here if you need to, okay? Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, plank and lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog, right side. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog, left side. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale the feet all the way forward into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Heels and toes together. Bend the knees deeply, sweeping the arms. Utkatasana, powerful pose. And exhale, standing tall. And we're done. Whew. Isn't it fascinating whew, that was basically all I wanted to say. Sun Sal is like the best warmer upper ever. There's so much more involved, and it's so funny because when I first was learning yoga, I could watch people do Sun Sal and I'm like, oh, it's easy. And then I did it and went, just kidding, humble again. So there's so many little bits and pieces to Sun Sal. If you don't feel like you were just hit by a train, I don't know what really. It's designed to warm you up. In a traditional yoga practice, it's what we do first to get you very, very warm. And by traditional, I mean like a super advanced practice. We want to get warmed up to like start to get your leg behind your head and stuff. We use Sun Sal to get you that warm. So if you're totally humbled by this little bitty video, no shame. It's actually really challenging. And if you do, if you're a very, very active person and you've been active for a long time and this isn't warming you up, then we will, in the next days coming up, add more bells and whistles. So that's the thing. Once you do something for a long time, if this feels really, really, really hard, guess what? If you do this every day for a year, it's not going to be really, really hard anymore. It's just the human body is insanely resilient and it will work with whatever you throw at it. So my goal with this challenge is throw at it good, healthy stuff. You know what I mean? Get the body used to being healthy, and it will respond in ways that you can't even imagine. So let's break here and prepare for a Shavasana. Okay? Really, really good work. I know it's easy for me to say behind a camera and a screen, but if you're still with me this far in this video, I commend you. You did a great, great job, and you are about to enter a very well-deserved Shavasana. So grabbing whatever you need to feel cozy. As always, if your back needs a little extra support, feel free to keep those knees bent with the feet on the floor. Otherwise, extending the arms and the legs, and close the eyes. So take a little bit extra time today melting into your Shavasana. Especially when we do a class like today's, which emphasizes correct and good alignment, in addition to breathing, in addition to flow. We've got a lot of elements we're putting together there. And your Shavasana is for muscle memory. So do give your body a little bit of extra credit today, whether you felt like that was super challenging or whether you thought that was so easy or somewhere in between. Give your body the credit it deserves, and that's a lot. Let it rest now. Feeling heavy into the earth. Take a moment to feel the ground beneath you. See if you can note all the different places that your body contacts the earth. Are you feeling the hips contacting the earth, the shoulder blades, the back of the head, the heels? Just notice, how do they feel? Do your shoulders have a bit more pressure than your heels, or do your heels have more pressure than your hips? No judgment, just noticing how your body makes contact with the ground beneath you. At the same time, softening everything, especially through the neck and the shoulders, and all the way down the arms. Letting the fingers softly curl. Softening through the face. Softening around the eyes. And even the muscle between the eyes. Just letting it all go. And if you'd like to stay a little bit longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, starting to come back, wiggling the fingers and the toes, and gently roll your head from side to side. And reaching your arms above head on the floor, give yourself a big stretch, feeling totally refreshed. And bending your knees one at a time. And gently roll over to the right side and pause there for a moment as you come back. And slowly start to press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position, taking all the time you need. And when you arrive, palms facing up on the knees, inhale, sitting up tall, and exhale, softly close the eyes. Taking those final moments to connect again with that intention that you set for your practice today. Knowing you're one step closer. And taking another little moment of silence for someone who might need an extra little thought today. And slowly open the eyes. Namaste, everyone. Really good work today. If you have any comments or questions, make sure to leave those. And I will see you next time. Have a really, really good rest of your day. Namaste.